of this online FDP. And as of now, all the sessions have went wonderfully. And as a coordinator, I'm proud to say that in all the sessions, the participants have been more than 350, and they will be joining soon. And I'm proud to say that today uh, there are two distinguished speakers from my alma mater, Jadavpur University. The speaker of session one is Professor Devanshu De, whom our session coordinator, ma'am, would introduce to the audience. And I know him for a very long period of time since my master's and PhD at Jadavpur University. And I'm sure that all of us today will again get a very informative session from both the speakers. So, Madam, let us wait for a few minutes. Uh,
Sure,
right,
ma'am.
ma'am?
Sure, ma'am.
Let
Sure,
us
ma'am.
wait for a few minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
And to Professor Devanshu also, let us wait for a few more minutes and we'll start.
Sure, ma'am.
The participants are joining. Yes, hello. Is there anyone who wants to speak and wants to say anything? Please mute. I think some of one. I think you need to mute.
Very good afternoon to all participants and our dignitaries, guest of honor. Today we are into the fourth day of this ongoing FDP, and Dr. Shan Maghupriya ma'am will be hosting the session for today. The resource person is already joined in the house who is available. So I request Professor Shan Maghupriya ma'am to please start the session.
Sure, sir. Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. I warmly welcome all the participants to the Day 4 Session 1 of the one-week National Level Faculty Development Program on AI-assisted research writing, research papers, book, thesis, and the application of large language models, organized by the Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Association and CMOI Association in collaboration with the Department of Electrical Engineering, Heritage Institute of Technology. It's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker of this afternoon session, Professor Dibanshu De, Professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at Jadavpur University, Kolkata. Professor De is an accomplished academician and researcher with an outstanding record of scholarly contribution. He has published more than 125 research papers in the reputed international journals and conferences, including 31 papers in the IEEE transactions. He has also co-authored two books published by the Springer Verlag London and Elsevier, and he has also edited two volumes published by IEEE. He is the principal investigator of the three government-funded research projects, and he has granted seven patents and copyrights, including one US patent. Professor Day is a recipient of several prestigious recognitions, including IEI Young Engineering Award 2014, the Sir Turre Research Excellence Fellowship in 2018, and Visweswara Young Faculty Research Fellowship in 2019, the IEEE Kolkata Outstanding Chapter Engineer Award, and two Best Paper Awards too. In 2025, he has been honored as an Associate Fellow of the Indian National Science Academy. He has also been recognized as the world's top 2% scientist, being published by the Elsevier BV and collaboration with the Stanford University. His international collaborations include research engagements with the University of Applied Sciences, Augsburg, Germany, and Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. He is also served as a member of EDT 53 Committee of the Bureau of Indian Standards. His research interests include signal and image processing for the electrical and biomedical systems, condition monitoring of electrical equipment, non-invasive testing, and condition assessment. He has also served as several important professional leadership positions with the IEEE, serving as a former secretary of IEEE Kolkata session, immediate past chair of IEEE Signal Processing Kolkata chapter, and the former chair of IEEE Power and Energy Society Kolkata chapter. It's now my privilege to invite Professor Dibanshu Dey to deliver his expert talk. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Madam,
Thank you for the
Devansh,
kind
I
introduction.
forgot just to, I actually, I need to mention that you are also presently the chairman of IEEE Kolkata section, ma'am.
Oh,
I
okay. Okay.
missed,
Thank you.
missed it. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Uh, Thank you for
Okay.
this
So you
kind
can,
introduction. And also, thank you for inviting me in this particular program. First of all, I'd like to thank and congratulate the organizers, especially the IIC and IQAC of HIT, okay, for organizing this nice program. This is the fourth day, as I suppose, and this particular session, the talk. Before I going into that, let me switch off the video and share the screen. So I think it is visible now, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, it is visible.
Yes, sir.
So before going into the topic for this particular session, that is advanced AI editing, style, grammar, and tone refinement. So first of all, when I look into this particular topic, I am little bit surprised that what sort of thing I should talk about in this particular topic, because really if we look into the topic, then it has two distinct parts. One part related to AI, and mainly the large language models, say like chat gpt etc, and other related to some english language like the style, grammar, and tone etc, about those things. So the first part, that's the large language model, its intricacies, its designing, and also how it works. Those things comes under the purview of say sort of computer science research. And also the style, grammar, tone, rather than this English language, that comes under the mainly the core language, English language research and other things. So I am not an expert of either of these things. And I suppose that most of the participants, they are also not say related to this particular either the language or for this development of LLM. Maybe some computer science professors or faculty members, they may be doing that thing, but mostly we are focusing on the application of this particular LLMs in this particular topic. That means how to refine that style, grammar, and tone of a writing, like say our research paper or our say one academic writing or class notes or anything. So therefore, my take in this particular topic is that we should focus on how to do these things are from a user perspective. That means as a user, how to use efficiently this kind of AI tools for to achieve this style, grammar, and tone refinement. But doing so, what I understand that if we do not know the at least intuitive idea about how these AI editing tools they work, we cannot use them efficiently. So therefore, my this today's lecture will be focusing on how those AI editing tools in the background they work. So when we give some prompt, when we ask them to change the style of a writing or change the or correct the grammar of a particular passage, then how does it work? And if we know that, not the rigorous maths behind that, not the rigorous structures explicitly how the of the language model, but if we know the intuitively at least that how they are working, so we can just do or use it in a better way. So today we'll cover this particular thing. These are the topics. First of all, the why we should bother about this nowadays. That is the motivation and foundations. Then number two, what are those these models they have? What are the things inside the models? And then grammar, style, tone, how they are corrected. They are actually three pillars of any writing. And number four, how to train that, but or how these large language models or AI tools being trained, and what is the importance of prompting in that. And number five, we'll be going to cover up what are the different tools to handle, what are the different metrics that the language models should use, and some ethical issues as well. And then some examples, real life examples, case studies, and the future directions that we'll cover. So, this is the basic idea. So, maybe this particular slide is redundant because nowadays we know that why do we at all require these AI editing systems, because nowadays it is very much popular, and even students and other researchers, whether they accept it or whether they clearly say that or not, most of them are using this. For example, say students, they use these language models or AI tools, editing tools for their writing project reports, etc. We write or we refine our use these AI tools to refine our say letters, say sort of presentation, or say our research paper mostly. So those are the things we regularly use, and daily more than 4 billion usages are there of only the grammarly assisted words checked daily. So that is the statistics available, say over the internet. And there are three distinct layers we are trying to discuss today. That is the grammar, style, and tone, and usually they are very popular because they gives us very quick solution. Even if we just ask them to write a letter, or the latency is very less, so very quickly we can get our result. So therefore they are very popular. So now a little bit of history. So earlier days, in case of say 1980s, 90s.
ऐसे करके दिख रहा है ये 90
Any problem?
98
Anyone is asking something? Or?
I think someone is speaking. Please mute yourself.
Okay. Okay. If there is no question, okay, I'm just moving on. So in 80s and 90s, there are some rule-based things, and they're having some patterns, known patterns, only said if then else, this kind of a thing are there. They are very primitive one. More sophisticated tools that were there regarding this kind of language checking or language models, they are statistical. Statistical, they are quite popular. Statistical means, for example, they actually try to find out that what is the probability of say one particular say sentence to be right or correct or not, or if we give three consecutive words of a particular sentence, then they will try to predict the fourth word in terms of their frequency of occurrences. So statistical model mainly focuses on the number of frequency or the frequency of word occurring in a particular database or passage, or the database used for training. But the statistical thing for the language models, they are not very successful, because that only it is not about the number of times some words occurring in a particular passage or all over a very large pool of documents. It is not like that. So that is why there are different words, and the meanings they're having much more complex relations between them. Whenever we say some word or sentence or write some sentence, the different words, they have different relations with all other words. So therefore, it is not only about how many times the word the, or how many times the word say cat, or some other words are appearing. On the basis of that, if we decide, that will be a not a very good thing to do. So the neural language models, they are the present day neural models, and those neural models have been updated after 2018. The transformer and large language models, they become very popular. So mainly we will be discussing, or mainly we will be using nowadays those neural language models, or nowadays we can have the transformer based neural language models, neural models for this language editing, etc. So the grammar, style, and tone, these are the three pillars of today's talk. And grammar, we know that means the how much correct the sentence is. Style means the way of expression. That means maybe the style vary. The same meaning will be expressed differently by different authors. So the style is dependent on the subject, or it is subjective, and the tone. Sometimes we mention that it will be a polite or assertive, or maybe a persuasive or emphatic tone. That depends that how we want to convince the other person, or the way we are trying to say. So grammar means correctness, style means the way we can express, and tone is means some sort of affect. That means it is sort of affective relation will be there. That means in the way, in which way we are trying to put the particular thing we are trying to say. So uh, particularly the mostly let us now discuss about what goes on in the background. That means in the background, whenever we write something on say chat gpt, so what's going on. So these are some terms that we should know before using this AI. I am sure that most of you probably knowing most of the terms, but the important terms, that is the first one is called the tokenization, and then we there will be some embeddings, and then the language modeling that will be being used. So what are these things? Let us discuss one by one. Again, I am repeating, we are not going to mathematical aspects of this, but intuitively we must understand that what are these things. So how a chat gpt can write a new poem. So how it works? So this idea, if we have, then we can use this particular model very efficient. So at the end of the lecture, we'll be having this idea that what should be a good way of using these AI editing tools for this grammar, style, tone refinement, or even general writing of any particular topic. So tokenization, that means if we give some say sentence to a particular language model, usually they use the textbooks on language model. The cat sat on the mat like this. So if we consider that, the cat sat on the mat. So actually it will be splitted into different words or subwords. So those subwords will be converted into some sort of numbers, and those subwords are actually called the tokens, and those tokens will be given because computers understand, to the computer cat has no meaning. So therefore the context of using the cat, what is actually the meaning of the cat, that will be made understood by the particular program or algorithm by some numbers. So therefore those tokens will be converted into some numbers, and maybe it is not only the one particular number, maybe different numbers. So that is called the embedding, and those embeddings will be used by the language modeling. Let us understand that in a little bit clearer way. For example, as I mentioned, say if we are giving the chat GPT like the cat sat on the mat, if we just give like that, so tokenization means breaking the text into tokens. I am not making the things complicated. These tokens are also represented by some numbers, but okay, forget about that. Here we can say that the cat sat on the mat and the full stop, all those things, they will be just splitted into different parts, and those each part is called one token. So this is called the tokenization. Now the embedding this, that means, as I mentioned, that one part the computer won't understand the words, so it will understand some numbers and some mathematical operations. So therefore those numbers, the cat sat, they will be converted into numbers, or we can say some vectors. Vectors means why vectors? For example, say we can use the same word in a straight meaning, or you can use that sarcastically. For example, if I say that, okay, that is very good. So good here is meaning, if we use straight, that means we are trying to say that, okay, it is really very nice or a very positive sense. So, and if say we are using the good word a little sarcastically, that means if we talk about some, say, painting or some food taste, if we say, okay, it is too good for me, so therefore in that case the word good may represent that I am not liking that very well. So the same word may have different meanings, and those all those meanings, all those different aspects, they will be, they should be mapped into by some numbers. So they are called the embedding part. So embedding means each word will be represented by one vector. So these are the things. This is called the embedding. And then comes the transformer of the say deep network part. It is, say, some sort of input output network. I am not going into details of the structure of this network. So if we give some number, it will also give you some number. So that is the basic idea. So at the output of this particular transformer or deep network, it converts this particular input or embedding vector into some scores for all possible outputs, the probabilities. So the probability, the highest probability word or highest probability token will be at the output. For example, say if I give the input like the cat sat on the mat, and if my system gives the, okay, the next word should be the sat, then the sat will be again appended at this word, and then it will try to predict the next word. So again, I am just repeating it. So what is the basic idea of that, the language model? So during the learning process or the training, what actually happens is that the thing, how the language model like ChatGPT or in the Claude or anything, that they can generate some paragraph, some writing in a way that they always try to predict that what should be the next word, what should be the most probable next word. In that way, that next word will be appended to the file, and then they will also try to find out what will be the next one. So in that way, one by one word at a time, that will be as the output, and the whole paragraph will be appended, and so the large paragraph will be written like that. So there are, I'm just explaining it like that. For example, if I give input only the input means the system will try to just learn that what should be the next output word, cat. So if my sentence is the cat sat on the mat, if I try that my language model writes something like this, so the training process will be like this. For example, I have to give input like the, and I have this, the output of this particular language model should be that cat. So the I have to train this particular network in this way. That means now my inputs are there. Those who are conversant with neural networks and others, they can understand easily that the network having the known input the, and the known output, known target, that is cat. So we have to modify our system in such a way, we have to modify the system weights, bias, etc. in such a way that if we give input the output will be cat. Then that cat word will be added to the input. So now the sentence will be the cat. The cat, when the input will be the cat, the output, the target output will be sat. When the output will be sat, then again that will be fed back. So therefore the cat sat, then the next word it will try to predict like on. So what happens is that whenever the this kind of a language model tries to write something, it always try to predict what should be the next word, and on the basis of that, again it tries to predict the next word, and it goes on. So in this way, the particular language model they generate. Now the grammar correction error, that means it will try to understand that what should be the correct phrases, what should be the correct grammatical thing, and there are different kind of data sets on the basis of which, like that the example I have used, the database say the word is the cat sat on the mat. So here input is there, output is there, no, not the target is known. On the basis of that, the system will be trained. Similarly, different kinds of data sets are there. On the basis of that, the system can be trained. So therefore, if we give now one particular sentence that she don't have went to the market yesterday, it is grammatically wrong. So it will understand, the language model will understand on the basis of it training that what should be the proper word if we are trying to write like this. So it will correct eventually that it will not be the don't, it will be she didn't go to the market yesterday. That will be the corrected version. And we call it a sequence to sequence transformer. Sequence means we have given some sequence, so it will give us another sequence as the output. So we have given some sequence, so grammar correction means one word, one sentence we have to give input, so that will be one sequence, and the output will be another, the corrected one, so output will be the another sequence. So in this way it is a sequence to sequence conversion, and there are different architectures. Those architectures are complex, but okay, intuitively we can understand those things. We can use for this grammar correction. The same thing for the style transfer also. There are different terms, okay, don't go by the those details of the mathematical term of this thing, but okay, the technically they can use the parallel corpora or the back translation or disentangle latins. So in this way, you can change the style. It can be formal, it can be very casual, like that. The style can be changed. How the particular language model understand in which way to write, I'll just explain. And for the tone means, say there can be, it can be more assertive, more diplomatic, so it can be polite, it can be commanding, like that. This kind of thing we can have like this control codes. For example, during training process, we have a huge database of various sentences, words, etc. So those sentences which are very polite, they will be added with special tokens. Tokens means, I told you that the token means we are actually splitted up one particular paragraph or sentence by different parts, and those parts will be assigned some numbers. So those tokens like say polite, that will be given some number. And the formal or the warmer or assertive, those things, those tokens will give the idea of the particular network during training, that what kind of tone is like this. So if the words are arranged like this, so this tone is a polite tone. If the words are arranged like that, so that more assertive tone or diplomatic tone, or say a rude or a very harsh tone, like that it can understand. And the classifier guided decoding, so different classifiers can also be used for that. In a different way they are training. So basically the training procedures is the interesting part of language model. And language models are not trained only once. So language model they actually learn in various stages, and mostly there can be very subtle stages are there, but I have just identified only three stages, for they are easy to understand the main idea. So one is called the pre-training. Pre-training means that what I was talking about. That means like we are having so much of tokens and embeddings, and then we are trying to predict the next word, like that. Now after this kind of a training, then the instruction tuning will be there. Instruction tuning means now you can say that you can understand that whenever we give the chat gpt a command, say explain me what is Fourier transform. If we say that, okay, explain me what is Fourier transform, so what I have mentioned here is that if we give one sentence, it will try to predict the next word, then try to predict the next word, then and next one, and so on. So in that way, what it should give us? It should give us the my question, like that. What is Fourier transform? Then the next, it actually doesn't start with the my question. It directly, the language model, we have to just train it to understand also that what is instruction. Whether my voice is clear, because my screen shows that my internet connection is unstable, whether it is okay or not.
So now it is okay. At few times it is being breaking out, sir.
Okay, because maybe the network connection sometimes goes down or something. Okay. So
Okay,
if
sir.
it is not at all audible, kindly just let me know via say WhatsApp message. Okay, WhatsApp message is there with Professor Banerjee. So okay.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay. So the thing is now it should learn what are the instructions and how to use that. That means user, what is this? That is the user. And the assistant mode, that means assistant means this is the answer. So what is the weather? So assistant says the weather today is sunny and warm. So in this way, instruction tuning, that means the network will understand what is the user input and what should be the assistant output, like that. So if the user says what is the weather, assistant will say that means that particular language model will should have something output like this. So in this way it will learn the instruction tuning. And the last part is the important part, that is called the preference optimization. That means it actually taking that from the feedback from the human, and it actually updates itself. And nowadays this particular preference and this, you probably have heard the term reinforcement learning, etc., related to this language models, they comes here from the human feedback. They actually learn how good is the assistant output, like that. They may be okay, but how good it is, that is also important, because then only the particular language model can upgrade their results. So in this way, in various stages the learning occurs. Why I am saying this? Because if we understand how it has learned, then we can use that particular tool in a better way. For example, it is a supervised fine tuning. Say we have to train bad or good text pairs. For example, one sentence that is written in a very good English, the same meaning, but in a not so very good English in terms of, say, English language. Those two sentences will also be fed to the particular network, and it will learn what are the which one is good and which one is bad for the same same combination of words, or same meaning, or some sort of same keywords, we can say. Maybe the word by word it is different, but some main keywords are same, but the one particular sentence bearing very good quality of English writing and other is not that good. So in that way it runs. Reinforcement learning from human feedback. That means it is sort of a reward. That means if the sentence is okay, then the human ranks, say the for one particular input, the output may be 3, and then the human actually ranks that which output is the best one, and according to that the system understands that okay, this kind of an input and that kind of an output, they actually are required or expected, or they will be praised, or they will be accepted by the users. For example, like this, say if I give the input, like say the result is very impressive and it show significant improvements. So the thing is, there are some grammatical mistakes. So the version A, the AI could have several versions. The version A, the results are very impressive and they show significant improvements. That is version A. Version B could be the results were impressive, and version C could be significant improvements were observed. So all three corrections are very okay. We can say that technically they are fine, but now if we just give, say, this kind of a number rating, for example, out of 5, that A gives the 5-star rating, say for 5, the C is say 4, and B is having the 2-star. So therefore now the sentences or the paragraphs, they are given the particular input in terms of some numbers. So this is called the rewards. So therefore, the reinforcement learning actually gives you that reward, and now the system learns, okay, if this kind of output is given, so the reward is high. That means the user expects this kind of an output. So in this way, it learns. So therefore, what we get this. So we can have one zero shot of learning. For example, we can give the chat GPT direct input, the fix the grammar and make this more formal, like that. So it will be very fast. In one go, it will actually update and give you the result. Or you can use also few shot. That means you can ask the chat GPT or Claude or any language model, ask Gemini or anything, that provide 2-3 example edits before target text, and you can anchor the model in a specific way or specific style according to those. And also you can ask the, say, the chain of thought sort of edit. For example, you are trying to, because we are discussing not only writing, we are discussing mainly the edits. That means, say, the tone refinement, the grammatical changes or corrections. So therefore, you can ask for the issues first, then we can ask them to change or improve the that actually improves the transparency, and you can understand how the model works, on which aspects it has identified as the errors, and so why it is giving that particular this kind of a modified sentence, like that. So those things will be clearer. So if we use, usually we use the zero shot, because readily we just give the one particular sentence and just final version we want. But I'm just explaining that there could be different kinds of outputs we can expect, and then we can use the language models in a different way. And mostly there are so many language tools are there. Grammarly, Quillbot, they are very common in using the real world AI tools. We have to pay. some grammarly features are free, Quillbot also, but the advanced features are always we have to pay. And LLM based, they are mostly nowadays ChatGPT, Claude, or even now Meta, Gemini, anything. I have mentioned only ChatGPT and Claude because I mostly use these two. So therefore, they are nowadays very effective and very strong. But now, say during training, how the training occurs, apparently intuitively we have some idea. Now, after training, there can be evaluation. That means how to evaluate the quality of the output, how to evaluate the quality of output. So therefore, there are some metric. They are called glue, blue, or errant, perplexity. Perplexity is another software. I am not talking about that. Perplexity is the metric that I am talking about. It actually indicates the fluency of the output. So this kind of this quantity, they actually quantify. That means the quality of the output can be quantified by this metric. And so human rating, if we say that it is 1, then you can see errant, it is more close to the human rating. Blue, they are far away from human. So therefore, nowadays more complex metrics are also there, which are much closer to the humans. But okay, the combination of all these can have an idea that how what is the quality of writing or what is the quality of output my AI tools have produced. Blue means the bilingual evaluation understudy. Actually, what happens is that it actually just invented during the translators. That means like the Google translator from one language to another language. That's why it is termed that blue, that is bilingual evaluation understudy. And the bilingual, in that case, it actually try to find out how much the word by word similarity is there. And in that case, most of the cases, word by word similarity doesn't mean good translation or good correction. So that is why it is far away from the human. And it is the glue, actually it is the Google designed glue, and later on it is actually changed as the according to its use. That means it is actually grammar language evolution understanding, and that means it is not only word to word validation, it is also checking the grammar. Errant is also checking the grammar as well as the amount of edit. And errant, this f score zero point 0.5, it means actually that it will consider unnecessary editing as a penalization. For example, say she does not go. She does not go. Sometimes we can write also doesn't. So technically, does not and doesn't, that change is not required most of the cases. They mean same thing. So if a language model changes those unnecessary changes, sometimes we penalize those things. So according to that, in this way, various this kind of metrics can be there where you can evaluate, and on the basis of that evaluation, you can change your language model. That means whether my model is sufficient or we have to change the model structure as well. So therefore, there are some challenges, obviously, and it is the overcorrection that I am talking about, and then context loss of context. That means tools may miss some document or some ideas. Important term nowadays is called the hallucination. Hallucination of AI model is means that it actually hallucinates something. That means maybe it is not given those kind of a inputs, but it actually gives the output like that. That means a false statement. That means a wrong correction. So those things are called hallucination. And also some bias is very important nowadays, because maybe if we train a particular language model with only some, say, of the literature of a particular era, or literature of a particular gender bias, literature of a bias of some particular say ethnicity, so in that kind of a training the output will be biased with that kind of views. So those are not expected. So these are some challenges. Okay, they are actually the part of this language model research. So we are not going into details of that. So responsible use is the important thing. So ethical and pedagogical consideration should be there. So academic integrity. So there is a very thin line between assistive editing and writing the entire word work by these AI tools. So if you are having one, say one paragraph, then I am editing using AI tool. That is one thing, and I am just using the AI tool to write for me the entire thing. That is another issue. So that after production, you cannot say that okay, I haven't written only a single line. I have given some prompt, and the entire passage will be is produced by this particular AI tool. You cannot say, or most of the cases you cannot prove. There are certain nowadays plagiarism check softwares, they can check, but okay, even they are not very much of standardized nowadays. Okay, they say that okay, 80% is AI generated or so, but even that is very much of lying on the disclosure of the author, and that comes under the purview of academic integrity. And the learner dependency, that is very much nowadays a problem, because whenever you use the chat gpt and the cloud or any AI tool repeatedly over the months or years, then your own grammatical knowledge, that will go down, because definitely at that after using those tools, definitely we won't be that much efficient in good English writing. So learner will learn less if we are not going to use that in a proper way. And also nowadays the research papers, they also want that okay, if you are using AI tools, that is good, but you have to claim or declare that what are the things you have taken from that particular AI model. So transparency and disclosure is one issue, and data privacy is another. That is the problem of the software you are using. For example, we are using or putting some research paper on one particular, say, chat gpt, upload that, and then we are saying that okay, chat gpt to correct that. So that particular research paper will may be used by chat gpt for further training, because all those language models are regularly updated, regularly trained. So maybe your idea, your new idea you have uploaded, that idea will be just trained. Using that idea, the language model will be trained, and if someone is asking something, some answer, maybe that idea will be reflected at the in the output of the language model. So these are some issues. Some examples now we are going into the takeaway, that means how to use it, or what is the takeaway of this particular, or knowing all these things. So you know that how this particular language model they are working, what are the different passes, etc., but how to use that efficiently. So grammar, style, and tone pass, so these are the three passes through which you can generate your final result. So the future is we can have the personalized styles, multimodal editing, real-time collaborative editing, or explainable rewrites. These are the things they are coming near future. Already most of the things have come up. But what are the takeaways? That means what we should learn from this particular lecture. So what we can learn from this particular topic is that how effectively we can use GPT or any this kind of language model prompting for a grammar, tone, and style. Probably you have heard the term prompt engineering. Okay, so how to use the prompt in a better way to give a better result or the better output. One is you can have the grammar correction, you can separate, do these things separately. For example, one separate pass for grammar, another for tone, another for style, not one a single or zero shot or one shot editing. So you can correct grammar correction only, and in that case you can give input like this, correct the grammar, spelling and punctuation only. Do not change the wording or meaning unless necessary. You can prompt the particular language model in this way. That means not only write that, okay, correct it, correct the particular sentence. Don't write like that. We should be very specific because it is a machine. So therefore, this particular thing, if you are very specific in your instruction, it will give you more desired result. And then you can again just give that improve readability, that is improve the grammar and make the writing more natural while preserving the original meaning. So in this way, we should write the comment, or we should give the input, or some professional tone. Rewrite this as a professional, polite, and concise tone. You can mention like that, or friendly tone, or academic writing. You can write it that. Rewrite this in the formal academic English suitable for a journal paper. To mention that. So in this way, because during learning, it has learned so many different ways of saying same thing. So what we want? So we have to explicitly mention that. We many time we feel that, okay, that particular language model will understand everything, but no. Once you give the correct prompt, then only it can give you the proper output, because in a various different ways it had learned, because it learned different tones, like a token, like that it is this kind of writing is a polite tone, this kind of writing is an affirmative, or say a dominant, or a sort of say a commanding tone. So if we just use those things in our prompt, then our output will be much more towards the desired one, what we actually want to get from this kind of output. And you can also mention that, okay, improve grammar and clarity while preserving my writing style. So it is a very difficult, interesting task. I'm not going to, because it is involving a little bit of complex mathematical aspects of just how to quantify the style and the content. So those things are there. So style and content separation, that is there in inside that language model. So it can separate the meaning as well as the style. So therefore, if we say that, okay, meaning should be same, it will keep the meaning of those words remaining same, but the style you can change. And another way of using this is the use multiple versions. You can have, say, provide three versions. One, minimal grammar correction. Number two, professional version. And number three, highly polished version. You look all those and then you choose which one you are trying to actually get from the language model. So in this way, we can use those language models, or this grammar, tone, and style editing more efficient. And also I mentioned that you can make it more transparent, that why those changes are there. In number 8, you can see explain the changes. You can write that, okay, correct the text and briefly explain each correction. The output, it will be just explain why the output is written like that. And also you can specify the audience. For example, rewrite the specific for the specific audience. For example, say prepare that particular note for understanding of the UG students, or you can write it down that, okay, make these corrections understandable for, say, class 12 students, like that. So key takeaway, this you can note down, and in this way, this key, you can use that as a template. For example, role, usually it actually understands that what is the role of the language model. You can mention that you are an expert editor, or you can also write that, okay, you are an, say, academic supervisor, like that. And task, improve the text. And requirements, correct the grammar and spelling, improve clarity, preserve the original meaning, maintain a professional tone, use British English, or you can say the American English, do not add new information, keep the length similar to the original. So that is my say sort of input to you, that you can copy this and you can make this as a template, and then you just put your text there, and you can get readily output with all those clearly mentioned requirements. Another way of this Act as a senior, you can write it like that. Act as a senior academic editor. Edit the following text for grammar and punctuation, clarity, professional tone, conciseness, British English. Do not change the technical meaning or factual content. Improve sentence flow where necessary. Then you put your text. So in this way, what we are doing by putting the command like this is that we are actually making those AI models to understand in a way it actually learned. So the way it was trained, if we mention those key things to it, so therefore the output will be much more towards the ideal output that what we want. So in this way, we can use AI tools for this particular uh, tone, grammar, or style modification. So what I have explained here is that how those language models actually learned, and on the basis of that, why we should change our prompt in a way, or why should use some sort of template while we are expecting some output for a better response getting from a language model. For even not only the total paragraph writing, but for the modifications or corrections also. So up to this is this one. So if you have any question, you can ask.
Thank you very much, Professor. Now the session is open for the participants for the question answer.
Okay, maybe there is not much of question. So if later on also if there's some question appears in the mind of the participant, they can send via email or so.
Yeah, sure. The participants, you can do that. If you have any questions later on, you can definitely mail.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes. Actually, I want to ask to sir, is there any they can give us some demo for the ChatGPT how to give a particular prompt to write literature review or any some write down the abstract like this? Is it possible for them?
Yes, that is possible also, but I didn't mention it here because of the fact that
Okay.
today's topic was on that correction, tone, grammar, etc. I am giving this particular say thing here. You can put this in the comment, and you can ask that using. I have just given that. I have just put that in say message box. Okay, so
Okay.
that is for the edit. Okay, that is for edit. So if you are having one abstract, you can edit that because today's topic is on editing, mainly for the grammar correction, etc. But you can use the same thing, only you have to just write the new thing, the new paragraph text. You can write it there. You write one paragraph on this, or write an abstract on this like this.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
I would like to ask one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, you have well explained about the tools and describe how you can use these tools for our day-to-day research and writing.
Yes.
So I want to ask how ethically it is correct, or up to what extent we can use these tools for assisting our research and writing. Means what is the criteria, up to what extent we can use and we can take help from these tools. Thank you very much.
Yes, good question. But the thing is, unfortunately, till now, there is no universally accepted or unique standards for that. Okay. In many conferences, IEEE conferences, they prefer the AI assistance below 20% of the content. Okay, but again, that varies, say conference to conference, that varies journal to journal, and as well as it varies depending upon our requirement. For example, if we are preparing one class note, and if we are not going to use that commercially, so then 100% we can generate. But the thing is, if we see that okay, that generation is not up to the mark of my teaching, or the student should learn more than that, then according to that we have to give some human inputs in that as well. So it depends on what we want. But again, I should say that there is till now there is no standardized or universally accepted guidelines for that. Many conference, many journals, they have their own guidelines for that. So each and every journal, each and every conference, that may vary. Okay, Sreyoshidas has written that is there a chance for detection of plagiarism when trying to restructuring a sentence? Okay, there are different ways. That means I mentioned you that according to some mathematical learning procedure, the large language model has learned and it will generate something. So there are different ways or different algorithms nowadays has been proposed that it can understand or it can identify whether a paragraph is written by AI tool or not. But again, I should say that because all those things are not 100% true, or they are 100% accepted, so therefore it is not universally accepted. Maybe some particular publishing house, some particular conference may follow, but yes, there are some algorithms that can identify whether one particular paragraph for one particular sentence is difficult to identify, but if it is one paragraph, say 500 words, then there are algorithms that can detect whether it is AI generated or not. Okay, another question came that all are eager to getting from AI, then how do we respond human values and reflect behalf of human contribution? Yes, that's true. That's true. We are always, because in most of the cases when we are having the pressure of publishing, pressure of very quickly giving some output, even though we don't have some time to think clearly, then definitely we, in many cases, we are reluctant to think about those ethical issues, and we are more interested about the production of or the getting the output done. So yes, that is an ethical issue in always, as always in science and technology. Ethical issues, how to use different tools, how to use different technologies. These are some always been a challenging thing to balance, like use of nuclear power, etc. For all everything. Yes, that is true. So I think it is time. So shall we conclude the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. The session was very highly informative and well structured, providing the participants with clear understanding. And sir has taken patient in answering all the questions, clarifying the participants' queries. And we truly appreciate your valuable insights, sir. On behalf of all the participants and organizing committee, I extend our heartfelt gratitude for your excellent session, sir. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so let me check if the next speaker has joined. Vishendu sir, have you joined?
Yes, I have joined. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you are audible.
Yeah.
Shall we start the session?
Ma'am, you can introduce first.
Yes, ma'am. I can. So once again, good afternoon to all the participants. I hope you find the previous session an insightful and enriching one. And now we'll move on to the session 2 of day 4 for the 1 week national level faculty development program on AI assisted research writing, research paper, book, thesis and application of large language models organized by Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Association and CMOAI Association in collaboration with the Department of Electrical Engineering, Heritage Institute of Technology. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker for this session, Professor Bispendu Chatterjee, a senior member of the IEEE and a professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at Jadavpur University, Kolkata. Professor Chatterjee has obtained his Masters of Electrical Engineering in the year 2004 and PhD in the year 2009 from Jadavpur University. Over the years, he has established himself as a distinguished researcher, educator, and innovator with significant contributions to the engineering research and technological development. He has nearly published more than 80 research papers, including 48 papers in IEEE transactions, 10 papers in IET journals, and several publications in Elsevier journals and other reputed international journals, along with numerous conference papers. His research contributions as further reflected through 8 patents, including granted US patent, 3 Indian patents, and several patents being filed. He has also authored and edited 3 books, including one published by Springer, London, and one holds one copyright. Professor Chatterjee has successfully supervised 4 PhD scholars and one scholar is being currently pursuing. He has organized several conferences, workshops, and delivered invited lectures, and he has been actively involved in multiple sponsored research projects. His international collaborative work at University of Applied Science, Augsburg, Germany, demonstrates his global research engagement. His area expertise include high voltage engineering, control and automation instrument control, firmware development, data acquisition techniques, and embedded system. His extensive research experience and commitment to academic excellence have earned him recognition as a respected scholar in his field. Now it's my privilege to invite Professor Bishwendu Chatterjee to deliver his speech. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to sincerely thank the organizers from the Department of Electrical Engineering, Heritage Institute of Technology for arranging this timely and forward-looking FDP on such a contemporary topic. I am especially grateful to Dr. Navamita Banerjee Roy and her team for their dedicated efforts in coordinating the event and bringing together experts from diverse domains. It's a pleasure to be here and I look forward to sharing today's session with you. So, uh, before I begin, I need to share my desktop. So, I can share or will you give any permission for sharing?
Yes, if you are the co-host now, you can share.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm stopping my live video to save some data. Okay. Uh, so is this visible? My desktop?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, see
Vishendu
this.
sir,
Yeah,
uh,
please.
Vishendu Butchi, the thing is that some of the texts are not appearing fully.
Oh,
I
is it?
mean, some of the texts. I think the zooming is, you need to reduce the zoom. Is it like that?
Oh, it is outside.
Some
Okay,
of
okay,
the texts are outside the
okay,
screen.
okay. Let me adjust it. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah,
because
it's coming. But the left-hand side of the presentation, yeah.
is it okay now?
Now the right side part and the left side part are again getting out of the screen
Oh,
a bit.
actually, I am using via browser,
Okay. No.
so maybe is it okay?
Hmm.
Everything is coming now.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming. I hope the participants will agree. It's okay now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay. Please carry on.
Yeah. Now, mm, you please tell me if any problem happens, because I will have to show something in from my desktop, and I will adjust accordingly. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure,
so
sure.
Sure, sir,
so
sure.
so this part, as you all know, is everything related to AI. Now here, actually, AI has over few years, I have seen the drastic development of our AI system. But still, I think to utilize it fully, or uh, before it gets to its complete power, still some years are remaining, because it is, as you all know, it is a ever developing process. So still now, you can see, my topic is AI assisted writing. But why did I choose this topic? This is because AI can do everything. For example, AI can, suppose you have an idea, AI can give you some uh, paragraph or topics or whatever related to that idea. You can write and give back to AI. It can reiterate, and it can help to write better. But there is some automation we still need in this system for
Sorry to
paper.
interrupt,
Yeah,
Vishenduda.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Uh,
The thing is that some of them are saying that can you put it on full screen mode? Uh,
Actually, I have reduced it, because some part is being uh, here. You know,
hmm.
I don't have anything to uh, actually.
So if we go for a slideshow, I think it is visible. I think so, sir.
Slideshow. Yes, yes.
Is happening something.
Yes, sir. Now it is fine.
But the whole screen is not appearing. It's okay, no?
Uh,
Mm,
yes.
Whole screen is not appearing. And then
No,
this is
right?
slide.
Yeah.
this is slideshow, so it's better
No,
right
ma'am,
now.
entire screen is properly visible. Entire screen is properly visible.
Any
Don't
setting
move
is
it
there?
from here and there. Just slideshow it, sir.
Okay, I am making it slideshow, but the problem what is happening here is, some part, some of the audience is telling that some part
Sir,
is
it
not
may be
visible.
the internet. It may be the internet issue. As you are doing the slideshow, now it is properly visible on my screen. I can see from all the corners that are coming up.
It is
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Make it slideshow. Bishendu sir,
Yes,
you
sir.
make
Now,
it
Yeah,
now
slideshow.
I
it
have
is
made it
fine, sir.
slideshow.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Now it is fine,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so uh, so what I was telling, that AI can help you write better, but automation helps you submit the right thing. But what type of automation, and why it really matters? Let us see. Uh, See, this part, that AI can help you write, summarize, explain, and even suggest references, but there are specific problem to the organizers of conference or the journals, that they need to have a consistent layout of all their templates or manuscripts, because each of the conferences or journals have their own styles. you will definitely, I think all of you have submitted papers in various journals and conferences, and even who has got the experience can, even by looking, tell that this is the Elsevier journal style, this is the IEEE transaction, this is IEEE conference, etc. These are the unique styles, and they, what do they do? They provide the templates for their to make their things right and look identical what they expect. Now, first, see the idea and research this part. There are several competent speakers have come here. They will tell you all the other things. The first draft and writing it, and then refine and improve, and then format and prepare. This part I will actually show you how to do this thing. Now, for better writing and better results, you need to format according to template. So, for that, the conference organizers actually provides the, see, there is a conference template like this. If you open it, and now actually this is a semi workshop type thing. uh, if this whole screen is not visible, then it will be difficult for me. Is it visible, this whole screen,
Yes,
or
sir.
this
Yes,
is visible?
visible.
Okay,
Yes, sir, it is visible.
okay. Now, what, for the, suppose I have selected one conference template. Now the organizers will give you the templates, and what we do usually, what we do, I see a template with something written here. Very good. And all of us make this mistake to assume that this is the style with no automation. As it is appearing, I will have to just replace the word with some copy paste or write my own wording, whatever. Like this, I am selecting this, I am replacing this part, and I will not do anything so that it looks similar. This is not the correct process, because if you see this template, there are gappings that are very carefully adjusted by the organizers. And what we do, invariably, if you replace something like this, you delete it and you write something, you definitely mess up. This is not the thing. Many of us, we don't know that this template is actually a automated template. This is not a manual thing. See, within, hardly within 1 or 2 years, this will be provided by AI and AI will write the, no problem. But as of now, we still need to automate it in our way, because still I have found that AI cannot do this template exactly right what we are thinking, and in the line how we are going to present it. So for that, still we have to learn some process, and this, actually this part of my topic is to show you how to do this thing automatically. Now, going to the presentation again, the next slide, if you see, what are the components to format this thing? If you write paper, and if you even write AI assisted paper, everything AI will give you, right from paper title, author name of, these are very common. I think those who have written paper, they know that no term is new to you. Everything is very much common, and everything we need in paper to write the the for example, you need paper title, author name, abstract, body text, figure, equation, references, exactly like this, in and also in this order. So one by one, what we will do, we will automate this thing, and how to automate I will show you. Now first, next, to automate this is, don't treat this paper like a word file with nothing here. This is not like that. Hidden behind these words or letters or appearance is a fully automated template. And if you see, there is called the styles, the all in one solution. These styles are already given in the top of your window. Here it is pointed. I am showing you. This is the styles, and to expand the styles, please look it carefully. This is the window. I am expanding it like this. And you have several styles, and this is the part from where we can automate the paper. So at first, we begin with our paper title. This is the paper title. How do you do that? For example, I don't know the gap, I don't know anything. For example, see, if you see, suppose I have written like this, I have pasted from somewhere. How do I know what will be the font? How do I know what will be the gap between the top margin and the bottom part? Maybe I can see carefully and adjust visually, but that is not called automation. That is manually you are writing and trying to mimic the thing you are seeing this visually. But visually you can see something else, and other computer can see something else due to resolution, due to measurement, everything. So that cannot be a common and standard technique. So what we do, we just pick here what is the title, and we will have to remember here how we write the paper. As again I am repeating this, as we have shown, these are the names. As we format it, we take the styles according to the name. Paper title is paper title, author name is author name, like that. So I will find here paper title, it is alphabetically arranged. Okay, say P, there is paper title. I will simply select this and put paper title. See, everything is formatted. What, how interesting. You don't have to care about font, whether it is bold or italic, what is the gap between the lines, nothing. It is, so once you learn the style, you can format the paper easily. So this is about paper title. Now let us go to our author name. I suggest you just insert a table like this. See, there is a insert and there is the table. If you have 6 authors, you can do like this. You have 3 authors, you can put 3 columns. So table will keep the authors in position, and you do not worry whether I have seen several papers that one of the authors is going outside the margin. This is because if you use this table, even 9 authors can be accommodated in this table. So I am showing here a table and how you are automating See, this is the author part where your name will go. This name will go near your name 1, your name 2, etc. So you select it and see here, here is the author. See the style? I am clicking the author and automatically the gap, did you see the gap in the top side is much more than the gap at the bottom side. This cannot be done manually and correctly unless you automate these things. Okay. So what we will do we just select it and make the click the style author. If you cannot see this style, see this window I have brought in the middle. See, the author is highlighted. You click the author and automatically the formatting will be done. So this is about the style. And next, now comes a very interesting part, the affiliation part. This affiliation and author almost look identical, but it is not identical. I will show you. See, whenever you click affiliation, the affiliation style is being given. You highlight affiliation and press the affiliation style here. If you go to see actually affiliation is Times New Roman in font 10 and author is Times New Roman font 11. Visually you cannot differentiate much. And also before author the gap is much more, but before affiliation the gap from top to bottom is almost same, a single line gapping. So you cannot do this manually. You just highlight your affiliation. For example, I write heritage and just select it and put this affiliation. Okay, done. So this is the method you write, you automate the affiliation. Next comes the abstract part. This is the abstract part. You need to automate it. So now we have understood how you can automate. Suppose this abstract is something like this, or the bold is not there, whatever, etc. You just select it. You have pasted it from somewhere, and there will be the abstract style. And if you click it, automatically see the difference. Automatically, it is being prepared according to the paragraph style. The italics, bold, everything will be prepared according to abstract. So what's next? Now comes the keywords. Same. Let me show you. This is the keywords, and you see the style. Keywords is here. It is alphabetically arranged, what I have told you. You just select it. What are the keywords that the other authors or researchers will search in your paper? You write this, put some comma, you write it simply like this, select it and make it keywords. So keywords is done. What is the next part? The next part is headings. Very important. Each of the section has its own heading and subheadings. So what is the hierarchy of the heading? How do I know? This heading must follow the hierarchy from heading 1 to heading 5. See, it is given in the style pane that this will span from heading 1 to heading 5. How do I know? You see the template. This is the main introduction, etc. Will go to your methodology, results and discussions. These are the main headings, and will invariably go under heading 1. And if you see what is interesting, suppose I have ordinary introduction. Look this very carefully. I am zooming it. This is ordinary introduction. I have pasted from somewhere or I have written. I will select it. I will go to heading 1 because I know the hierarchy starts from heading 1 to heading 5. As soon as you press the heading 1, look carefully, including the number the heading is placed. That is very important. In various paper, this numbering is done manually, and invariably will skip some numbers, and after one introduction you will see methodology is 3, suddenly 2 is missing. So let the automated template, I repeat, let the automated template keep the track of everything instead of manually doing things. So this is about the heading. So what will be if suppose here under some heading 1 there is subheading in the section, then automatically heading 2, heading 3, etc. will come. You just, again I will show you. Suppose I have pasted from somewhere, it will come under heading 1. So automatically heading through is under heading 1, heading 3 is under heading 2. This is the hierarchy, and what I will do, I will press this as heading 2 and automatically see the numbering is again, this will be ABCD. Let the template do its numbering. Whichever will be ABC, whichever will be in the Roman, which will be in our ordinary 1 to 3. We need not care about these things. And this is the advantage of automation. I repeat, maybe after 1 or 2 years, AI will do these things, but still, AI cannot do this because you have your idea and you have your knowledge that how you are going to present this template and look it exactly like the conference or journal, and for that you need this type of automation till date. I use the term because uh, you know that there are several softwares they are developing already in the developing stage. So heading 2 will come under heading 1. Heading 3, if you need, it will go under heading 2. Suppose here I need some, suppose here I need some heading. So I will select it and I will put heading 3 here. See, heading 3 numbering is something different. And the gap you see, it is heading 2 is center aligned. Sorry, heading 1 is center aligned, ease of use. Heading A is somewhat left aligned, and below heading, which is heading 3, is somewhat shifted towards the right. These things you cannot control manually, and especially the numbering. When your paper becomes several headings, several figures, tables, etc., is impossible. So this is the heading hierarchy. Now the next is body text. This is the main thing you need to write in your paper. Body text, if you see, this body text may have paragraphs. Suppose after proceedings, I have pasted some another paragraph. Then how do you see that what is the gap, what is the left indent, what is the right justification, what is the gap between two paragraphs. These things to be automated, and this is typically known as the body text of the paper. If you have any other format, suppose it is like this, see, this is something odd, you have pasted it. Then after pasting, you just go to body text, see alphabetically this is body text, and just click it, everything will be arranged automatically. Exactly, this is the reason why several papers are returned to the authors telling that, okay, this paper is not matching the format, please revise. Again, please revise. And manually revision takes infinite iterations and still will not be that perfect. What is next? Now figure is very important. You cannot place figure at your own will, then it will definitely be jumbled up. I have seen, I will show you one thing. Just a moment. Uh, 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 can it be followed, and am I audible? Maybe sometimes the microphone malfunctions, or the screen may malfunction. Is it okay up to now?
You are audible, sir. You are
Okay,
audible.
okay, thank you very much. So now I will show you a peculiar thing. I have received a paper. Suppose here is a paper. Okay, here is a figure. I am placing it, and see, if you see half of the figure, can you see that this is out of margin? See the two lines of two margins. If you see, this line is not matching, and this some part of the figure is embedded somewhere, and still very bad very bad thing can happen. I show you, it can happen like this. So if you paste without any rule or following the template, this is invariably, this is the thing that is going to happen. So this is not the right process of inserting figure. So what can be, wherever you want to insert the figure, you will have to follow this: insert the figure, apply style normal, and layout. This is the thing you will have to follow. I will show you. Suppose you want to insert figure here. Step 1, you will have to see the ruler. See, I am highlighting the ruler part. See here, the cursor, the ruler will have its own margin template according to template. First of all, I will have to make this margin uniform. For that, I will go to the styles and will put normal there. There will be the normal invariably. Nobody will tell you these hidden things. They will only send you the template and will expect you to do everything on your own. But it is not possible unless we learn from somebody. This is the normal. First, if you select, I repeat, please see the ruler, the indent. See, the right indent is somewhat aligned towards the right, and that creates problem due to margin. If you click normal, it will be okay. The cursor, see, the cursor is somewhat right, and it will be then flushed to the margin. I am clicking it, please see carefully. See, it is going at the center, and the top, the indents are flushed. This is the position you are ready for inserting the picture, but still you cannot insert the picture in any form because the template needs to auto size or resize the picture according to the hidden hidden coding or whatever style inside the template. For that, only one thing is to be followed, that is insert button. For insert, you click pictures, and suppose here is this is your figure, you click it and you insert. Automatically you will see that it is flushed in left, flushed in right. Automatically it is arranged beautifully in the paper. If you don't follow this step, everything will be awkward. So this is how to insert the figure. Okay, this is the step. Now we have inserted the figures. What about figure caption? Figure caption is always under a figure. Make it this point.
Sir, can we use the text box, sir, to place the figure?
Yes, this is a very much problem that I have faced. Very good question. I think you have faced this problem. Otherwise, you didn't have asked this question. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. For IEEE template, I have
Exactly.
found.
Don't use this. This is a very something. A serious problem has occurred in this template. uh, some serious problem has occurred that they are insisting inside a text box, but this will the modern see the template they have prepared, and the word file modernization of word file has made it a huge difference. If you do that according to, invariably the figure will mess up and you will get much less space because text box will use some spaces and it will have its internal margin, and you cannot utilize the whole space for your figure. So this is a very much misunderstanding or miscommunication from IEEE, and I tell you not to do this, and it will not be good in placing figure inside a text box. That is not the method in modern word file. So again I thank you for this question. This is not applicable for our modern word files. Okay. I hope I could answer your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, please don't do that. Okay, this is not for this our modern word file. Now figure caption is always under figure. So figure, this is the figure caption, but again there are several problems. Suppose I put one enter below the figure and get, this is my figure caption, I write. But how do I know what will be this is figure 2 or figure 3 or figure 1? I know nothing. What is the alignment? Again, you take the automated word file to take care. Okay, you make the automated file to take care. I am selecting the figure caption because this thing I know that figure caption will be below the figure. So below the figure I am writing my figure caption at whatever text, whatever copy paste, whatever. Please don't forget to give the full stop at the right of figure, because figure caption, because several times as organizers we have faced these problems. IEEE insist that a figure caption should, I repeat, should stop with a full stop. Don't miss this full stop. So this is my figure caption. I am highlighting it, and Here, the style, there will be figure caption. Now see the magic. EF. EF. This is the figure caption. So 1, 2, and 3. See, a magic has happened. Figure full stop 1 full stop. You need not look at this style. Several times I have received the paper like this. Now I have to tell the authors there will be no colon after figure 1. There will be a full stop after the caption. Figure is not written like that. It is fig full stop 1. How do I know this? Not by visual inspection. I know this by automation used in the template. Maybe visually it will look like this. Maybe visually it may look like figure 1 whatever, but actual embedding is the style where they have put their coding or algorithm or whatever. So you will have to click from the styles. Blindly you follow. If you have another figure caption, immediately it will give figure 2, figure 3. And what is interesting, if you insert a figure between 5 and 6, it will automatically rearrange and renumber. That is the most important thing. You need not worry about figure number. In several papers, I have found that figure 1, then figure 3, no figure 2. This will not happen. So this is the method of figure and figure caption. What is next? Table. Table has got several steps. First I will explain, then I will tell you. First, again like figure, the style will be normal, then insert table, fill with text, and we will put the formatting. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. I will show you how to do this. Suppose I insert table anywhere here. Okay, this is the place I will insert table. First, I will make it normal in style. Step 1. I repeat, I will make it normal. I have made it normal. So alignment is corrected as normal alignment. Next, I will go from insert table. Why? I repeat again, I have inserted the figure through insert. I will insert the table through insert, because the automatic alignment and spacing and adjustment, it will be done according to template. If I manually paste a table, I can mess it up very easily. So see, insert table and you choose the number of rows and columns. Did you see? If I increase the row, then also the margins are kept identical for left and right flushing. You can change the number of rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. But see, it is automatically adjusting, and that adjustment you need. Okay, suppose this is the table. Done. Now I have written ABC and I copy everywhere. This is your table with content. Okay. Now how do I distinguish? The first row of the table is called the table. Okay. Let me go to the table. See, this is called table column header. See here again. This part is called table column header. And the text inside the table is called table copy. Please remember these terms. Table column header is the first column header you will give in table, and table copy is the other text in the table. So I will repeat this. So this is table column header. See, here is the table column header. As soon as you press it, things are changing, and this will be table copy. Again I find table copy. See, so this is the process to make the table. But what about the caption of the table, or the what is called the table header? See, there are two headings. This is called the table column header. It is inside the table, and outside the table it is called table header. I will show you. Table header is always above a table. Performance comparison of methods, etc., etc. Table 1 is, this is called the table header, and inside is the table column header. Please remember these two things. Table header is always above a table. Always above a table. How to do that? Very easy. You put the text above the table, select it, and there, instead of table call header, see, there was the table call head. Now it will be simple table head. If I click it again, another magic will happen. See, the number, which, what is the number of table 1 or table 2 or table 3, automatically numbering is done, full stop is done, indentation is done, and the formatting is done. See the difference in formatting of this and this. These are all, this is called capital letter, and this is called small capital letter. You cannot do this manually. You can do, but that is not the process. So invariably again I find table 1 full stop table header. Again I have to tell to the authors that this is not the right format. You don't have to write this table 1 manually. You delete it, you put it, only select the table header and put the table head here. It will do the formatting, it will do the numbering. Hell and heaven difference. So what is after table header? Come to equation. This is the most important part. If you don't follow these steps, your equation will be messed up. So what is this step? I will explain you. This has got 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will show you one by one. Wherever you want to put the equation, here you make the gap first. Now the next step, you put the equation number here. This is the template problem. I don't know whether it is typically my template problem or it is general. Maybe they have modified it or amended it. Equation number is not automated. You will have to give your equation number first. So I repeat, if you don't do this step serially, the equation will mess up. First you put the equation number. Again see the presentation. First you have to put anywhere the equation number with bracket. Okay. I have put the equation number here. Now I will click in the style equation. Oh, before that, don't forget to make the ruler enabled in view. Okay. Otherwise, this part This top ruler part will not show, you cannot see the indentations and tabs. These are called the L type is called the tab, and this is the called the first line indent and the left indent, etc. You cannot see this unless this ruler is enabled. Okay, so again I go to this one, the ruler is now enabled, and I go to equation. Let me see F G H, this is E. I just press it, and an interesting thing happens. This is called a center tab, and this is called the right flush or right tab. I will put the cursor here, and instead of spacebar, I will use the tab 1 and 2. The equation number is right flush. Do you see? And what happens to the center tab? I will place the cursor again there. Now it is centered. Now I insert any equation, whatever you want. Suppose I insert this binomial theorem. So equations are inserted with center tab and numbering is right flushed. This is the important point for equation. Unless you follow these steps, you cannot align the equation perfectly. Equation is aligned center and the numbering is flushed right. So come to heading 5. This is interesting. Heading 1 to 4, I have shown you the subheadings, but what about this acknowledgement and references heading? What about this references or acknowledges heading? This inherently does not have any numbering. This is called heading 5. Okay. This is called, suppose you have pasted in the wrong format and you click heading 5. It will be centered. Okay. Both for acknowledgement and for references, we use the, for acknowledgement and references, we use the heading 5. Done. What is left now? The reference itself. Suppose you have pasted references, you don't have the number, you have pasted like this. Suppose you have pasted like this, you don't have number, nothing. One by one you have pasted it. How do you automate it? Just click, I repeat, references heading will be heading 5, but references itself in the style will format the references. It will not be the heading. Okay. So I click the references and see everything is arranged according to numbering. Here again I face serious problems from the authors. I have serious problems from the authors that it, instead of third bracket, manually they have given first bracket. Instead of alignment, there is left aligned instead of justification. The gaps are uneven like this. The gaps are uneven like this. Instead of justification, they are manually left aligning like this. Instead of this numbering, they are deleting it and giving, say, suddenly it is first bracket 8 like this. See, this is the thing. You need not care about this. Automatically it will be taken care of by the automated template. So after reference, this is the last formatting, that is the last page. Why it is important? If you don't format it, see one of the column, please look it carefully, in the left, I am showing you one of the column is big in the last page, one of the column is small. This looks very odd. Maybe in authors, they have pasted in only one column, this column is totally blank. This is not the right way. What is the right way? To make the columns equal, almost equal. How do I do this manually? No. Again, see here, this time I will use what is called this tab, which is the show height formatting. This is very important. If you see the formatting, I have introduced a section break. So after the references, I will put the cursor here and go to insert, go to page break, or I think it is in the layout. In the layout, there are breaks. There is the continuous break, this one. You just press this continuous break and everything will be aligned automatically. Unless you do this, the last page will not have equal height. And this
Sir,
is
please repeat the process again, sir, please.
okay.
This part.
Suppose one of the column is very long and and another is very short. Okay, what we do this, after the reference at the last point, I put my cursor and I introduce from layout, that is the break, and I introduce a continuous break. When you introduce a continuous break like that, see here it is written section break continuous. So this is the thing we want to see. So from layout, I will put break. In the last line, I will put the cursor. I will go to layout. I will go to the break and I will put a continuous break. That will automatically arrange the columns. So here it is written clearly. We go to the layout tab, breaks, choose a column break or continuous break or whatever break that will align the two columns equally. So I hope I could explain some of the things and it will help for your paper automation. And now I am just thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And how to stop this sharing, I don't know. It is automatically stopped or it is the screen is still shared.
It is being shared, sir.
Oh, how to stop sharing? Cancel.
You can use stop sharing. No, is there an option stop sharing like that?
No, there is no option like stop sharing.
Okay.
You can just remove me, or there is no option in my computer to called stop sharing.
So it has been stopped.
Done.
I think you stopped. Yes.
It has been stopped, sir.
Those who are telling me for helpful session, thank you very much. I think it is our yes, I will share this PPT, no problem about that. I will make a PDF and share this PPT. Because we write the papers in several places, but we don't know what is the template doing, and so the formatting is not done properly. So I thought that it will be helpful to you.
Excellent session.
Participants, any questions?
I think there is a question in the chat box, no, ma'am?
There are several questions I will have to read. Or Navamita, can you help me which question to answer? When evaluating a draft submitted by a student, it is becoming increasingly difficult.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Do you have any channel regarding this? So if we skip, like we forget which table we have to see for the setting, so we can see your video, or there any help from that?
These video recordings will be shared, I think, by the association, right, ma'am? Yes, it will be
Yeah.
shared.
Okay.
Yes, we
Yeah.
would be sharing the recordings of all the sessions.
No,
Don't worry.
yeah, we will share the sorry, the recording will be given by the organizers, and I will share my PDF to the organizers. Okay,
Okay.
so
Thank
that
you
you
so
have
much,
a
ma'am.
handy PDF if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. The session provided us valuable insights into leveraging the thoughtful and complete research writing flow for us, from the beginning of the heading till the publication readiness. So the session also effectively demonstrated how the assisted tools can enhance the research productivity while emphasizing the importance of maintaining the academic integrity and originality with the writing practices, and the responsible use of the tools for the scholarly communication. We are on behalf of the organizing committee. I thank Professor Vishwendu Chatterjee for his patientful addressing of each and every terms to all the participants, and it was such a wonderful session, and we have learned a lot, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, there is a question in the chat box. I mean, when evaluating a draft,
Let
shall
me
I
check.
read it? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Let me check it out. Uh, when evaluating a draft submitted by a student, it becoming increasingly difficult to distinguish between a genuine scientific comprehension and highly polished AI edited text. What indicators should a faculty look for to ensure the core science belongs to the student?
Is it for me?
Yes, sir, they have
Yes.
posted the question, sir. So, how to differentiate between the concept that belongs to originality of the student?
Uh,
How do we
uh,
distinguish it?
uh, what indicators should faculty look for to ensure the core science belongs to the students? That means, what I have understood, you are trying to tell that whether it is generated by AI or this idea is original to the students.
Yes, sir.
I hope so.
Yes, sir. They are.
Nowadays, if you ask this question to me nowadays, it is extremely difficult because AI has so huge database and so good knowledge base that even a student with a little IQ can write a very polished text which will seem that he or she has created it. What makes the difference when you interact with the student, then only if you ask one or two
Can you please mute? The speaker is still speaking.
am I muted? Oh,
Yes, sir. Please
No, sir. You
continue.
were on the line, sir.
okay. So unless you interact with the student, you cannot understand that at what level or what depth he or she has done the original work. It is by simply looking at the text, it is very difficult. But one or two things, because what we do actually, suppose the students write a paragraph, they give to AI polishes it, and it polishes it so very beautiful, very beautifully, taking the context. uh, by just looking at the draft, it becomes increasingly difficult. I think even if you, with your intuition, if you can detect it, but it will be after 1 year it will be almost I don't think even I can detect it by seeing only at the writing. One interesting thing I have faced, that if you give prompt to AI, you can prompt, you can give a paragraph, and you can keep that write in my style. Then it will produce another paragraph that will represent your style only. That also can be done to for common AI based languages, to differentiate from these common AI based languages. So it is becoming increasingly difficult. So
So there were no
uh,
more questions in the chat box.
Are there any questions yet, ma'am?
No, ma'am, no more
No, no,
questions, sir.
no more questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Vishal.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you very much for organizing such a beautiful event. I think it is very essential these days, because uh, mm, actually I tell the term we are really confused that how much AI will do and how much. See, I have got one question, sir. Every channel has different style. How do I manage it? No problem, because every channel has the something in common, that this paper title, author name, etc., etc. You just go to style, click the style, and automatically it will format according to the journal style. If you follow the template carefully, some of the conference organizers, I have seen they have given the guide in their website also, conference or journal, whatever, that this is how you will have to format it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for such an enriching session. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, thank you very much again to all the organizers. So I am leaving now.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Madam, you asked the sir has left. I think another question came up. You asked the participant to send the question later on, or to me, to the email ID of sir, he or she can send. I think
Sir?
another question has come up. No, sir has left.
Yes.
Okay, we can wind up now.
Yes, yes.
Dr. Shan Magubria, can you please continue to end the session?
Yes, sir, sure, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity provided to coordinate this session, sir. So it's a wonderful opportunity. I have learned so many things, and the session was really wonderful, and I learned the things from sir also.
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye,
Goodbye,
sir.
ma'am.
So this is the end for day 4. Tomorrow will be the last day. All participants are required to please join on time so that we can have the two sessions coming tomorrow on time, and there will be a valedictory session also tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, sir. Goodbye to all.